everyone, Daddy Robux here, and today we are continuing our playthrough of the Hoard of the Dragon Queen. Gizmo Storm is the DM for this game, so I'm going to pass it over to him for the recap. Go ahead, Giz, take it away. Oh no, you there?
You wake up in the morning, and what would you guys like to do?
First thing, Ronald's just gonna walk around and check in on everybody else. Make sure nobody got too hurt in their kerfuffle from the day before. I don't know.
Breakfast, get ready to hit the road once more.
I have the stream music.
Oh, that's good.
Would like to play a travel song. And he just,
Oh, it's muted. She can't hear me.
The veil on the wall, 99 bottles of ale. I'm just joking. I wouldn't.
And we all moved to Strangle Finrod.
I actually quite like his singing.
Yeah, Crow would join in.
Although I fear if we are too joyous
While
and
traveling,
raucous.
you guys notice that it's
Just
getting
talk
kind
over
of cloudy again. Stay on your travels is uneventful, but the rain does not let up. Overnight, it's just as bad. When you guys start up the next morning, guess what? It's still raining. It is coming down hard.
Any
And
hope
with
of
the-
an outright storm?
Pretty close. It's a little bit less than a storm, but yeah, it's raining pretty hard. Everything is pretty well soaked. But you guys that have traveled this road, you do know there is an inn coming up where you'll get at least one good night's rest.
And a chance to dry out our things.
And sure enough, as the day wears on and it starts getting night, kind of hard to tell because of how cloudy and dark it is to begin with, but you know it's getting close to nightfall. And you guys do come up upon an inn along a roadside inn. Oh, I forgot to put your guys' tokens on here.
It's dark.
Dark inn. In a dark wood. Oh, there we are. One would think an inn would.
As you guys enter the inn, you can see what looks like a group of nobles in the corner that start snickering as you walk in. And they are pretty much the only one, other than the barkeep, that you guys see in the inn.
Alright, I actually don't see anything except for my token.
You should be able to see the map.
There's no light source in here. I didn't have time to prep that because it was all last minute. There you go. Now you should be able to see.
Yep.
Oh, that corner.
Face! Turning to Finrond.
Yes.
You should go speak with the innkeep. Try to procure us a room for the night.
Will do.
Are our merchants going to allow us to not be at the wagon tonight?
Oh, they plan on getting in and getting a place to sleep as well. They don't want to stay outside either.
Okay, so where's the innkeeper on this map?
Ignore the fact that it says priest, but that's the innkeeper. Off to the left side of the map.
All right, some rooms for my compatriots, please. How much will it be?
Hit the bird? What bird?
I'm kind of,
Oh,
so
that one.
I'm really,
Hey, bird.
like, sorry, but we are completely booked solid. There is no rooms available. And upon hearing the innkeeper say that, you can hear the nobles start chuckling even louder.
Hi, PB&J.
Crook casts a bit of an eye around the room, noticing that there are only 4 other people here, and says, I'm not so sure that you're as full as... I mean, what, do you only have 4 rooms in your entire inn? Because those guys seem to be it.
No, we've got many rooms. We can handle large caravans, but they've all been rented out for the night, paid in full. The entire inn, even the small private rooms, have been booked
Hey,
solid.
thanks for the resub, brother.
And again, you
Appreciate
guys can hear the
It's been a good
laugh
4
coming
months,
from
I
the
hope.
nobles at the table.
Finron turns his head and shouts over to them. Does something appear to be amusing, gentlemen?
Well, kind of. The place is booked solid. It is pouring outside, and oh, wait a minute. You're going to have to sleep outside with the horses. Make sure you have extra blankets. It's going to be cold.
Actually, this will not bother Ranu. Where are the horses kept? I will slumber there.
One of the
And,
nobles immediately speaks up. No, that will not work either. Our horses are very temperamental
just
about
said-
who they share a stall with, so we've rented the entire stable as well.
I wouldn't be
Finron-
surprised with the way that people like you would probably treat them. You people are, well, let's say that your tastes, quote unquote,
Rano's
A
going
little
to
off.
raise his eyebrow
And gives
and
them a
crow
wink.
as he says, "You people."
I suppose you
know-
and
you
he's
know
referring to
nobles.
the merchants
Yeah.
would be
You know
experts
nobles and
on
their fetishes.
how to sleep with horses, wouldn't you not?
Well, you know nobles and their fetishes.
Guy.
No, we've got the rooms for the night, and we've paid we've paid. I mean, we gave the innkeeper the gold to cover it, so all the rooms are ours. So you guys will just have to sleep outside, probably on the road or something. And at this, they start just laughing.
Crow will turn back to the barkeep and say, so they just paid for the rooms, right?
They even paid for the private rooms. They've got the entire inn booked
Sure.
solid for them
Okay.
for the night.
So think about this. From a monetary perspective, they booked all the rooms, but you have a caravan of hundreds of people that would spend a great deal of gold on food and ale. That would probably more than double the amount of money you'd take. I don't think these guys could keep up with that level of drinking or eating, for that matter. So realistically, by keeping rooms for these nobodies, you're actually losing money.
I'm sorry, sir, but they have the entire inn. It's theirs for the night.
What about this
Um,
main hall? I will lay my bedroll there, and I point to an open space.
One of the nobles immediately speaks up. No, sir, you cannot sleep there. That is ours for the night, too.
Rano does not listen to you! And he starts to reach for his mace.
Finron sort of reaches out his hand before he takes out his mace and sort of brings his companions into a group huddle and whispers, perhaps I can use my mystical tunes to soften their tone.
Or
You
could
guessed
just
it.
Hey!
It's
I mean,
wondrous sight and
Thank you
What are they
very
gonna
much,
do?
Taratagash. Appreciate that.
try to force us out the door.
60.
I mean,
Let's see what that is.
Well, I'm just saying we could settle this amicably. I play one of my magical songs laced with my hypnotic magics, and they sing our praises from this night on, and might even let us stay here for free.
Nicholas
It's
the
true. And if it
Fireballs!
doesn't work and these guys cause a problem, I mean, we could always
Oh,
just
shit.
chase them out. They've already paid in full, so the barkeep
All right.
would be making even more money. And, who cares about those four?
well, you do that. I'm going to sit here, and if they try to move me, then there's I don't know. I'm just gonna lay here.
I actually like the Face's plan. He sings his tune. At the very least, if the barkeep comes to our side, maybe she'll be more willing to work with us. And failing that, I grab my mace again.
All right,
Thank
then,
you
it's
again,
settled.
Taratagash, man.
And
You
with
have
that, Finrond strums a tune on his lute. And I'm not sure of what song to sing, so it'll just be sort of like a snappy tavern tune, let's say.
560 on the wall magic surge table. Let's see what that is.
And when you're done
Who's
singing,
target?
one of the nobles
Who's
looks
target?
at you and says, you sing a good song, but come back after you've had some more experience. And by the way, they all passed their DC save.
Well, it seems my magic has failed me this night, my friends. I must be too fatigued. Very well, we'll do it your way then, Rono.
Guys, we don't need to.
Rano eyes go wide as somebody
Only
is
if-
essentially giving him
Only if there
permission.
goes a problem.
I mean, just think about it. It's just 4 of them, and we have 5 of us.
Hey, wait.
we
Why
could
don't,
just
why, don't, why don't we just go tell those hundreds of really angry customers out there that these 4 nobles won't let them stay there?
I'll
Let's
volunteer
stay
to
out
do
of the dark.
that.
I mean, sure, they might argue with the 5 of us or the 6 of us, but I doubt they'll be willing to argue with a couple hundred angry travelers.
And I'll head out and start passing word around the caravan.
Also, as you're talking to them, the basic consensus you get from all of the wagons is it is a business. That's how he's running it. He was paid. He has to provide the goods that they paid for. And you can see that they're starting to set up to sleep in the wagons or around the wagons.
Yep, and I'll start working on my usual evening chores around town.
I'm not happy.
So what are you guys going to do?
Get a drink while we're waiting to hear back from Isova.
Oh yeah, I should go back and tell them. So I go back just inside the door and I wave over to the guys. The caravan's setting up camp. And I head back out.
And the nobles start chuckling and just laughing just loud because I think it's hilarious. Basically, they start scaring with things like have a good night's sleep, make sure you don't drown in that rain while you're sleeping.
So, which one of you out of the 4 even bought all the rooms?
It matters not which one of us bought it. All that matters is the rooms are all ours.
That is it!
Okay.
Rano leaps to his feet. Do not worry. They will all breathe at the end of this day. But I pull out my mace. I'm going to start walking towards him.
Crow will grab hold of Rano's shoulder as he leaves.
No!
And just kind of lean into his ear and whisper, hey, but what if we, I mean, you know what nobles are like. They don't treat animals very well. What if we just set their horses free?
Rana would much prefer to free them from consciousness for this night. I will not be made fun of by the likes of you! You will respect Rano of the Misty Forest!
Crow, just back up. Just
And
let
in
it get over
response
it.
to you saying that, the nobles immediately leap to their feet, and you guys realize they are not actually nobles.
Oh?
They are actually.
Oh no. Oh no.
Here comes a Tarask.
They're blue dragons.
Wowdy!
I need initiative rolls from everybody in the bar.
Did we not notice the armor?
Maybe they were under cloaks? Yeah.
I mean, the noble.
Hey, wait a minute. They changed more than just their clothes.
They're undercover black guys.
I was wondering. Surprise! Where's the damn turn order?
Rano, you have first action.
I do? My turn order is completely broke. I can't see anything.
Neither can I.
Yeah, it looks
same
empty.
here.
Here, I just reset it. Let's I'll
still empty.
manually add everybody. Just give me a sec. Maybe. Still didn't add anybody to the tracker. What the heck?
They all appeared on my tracker.
Yeah,
No.
my tracker's not showing anything. What about you guys?
Nope. Not for
Nope.
me.
I can see everybody.
I'm going to refresh the page.
That's a good idea.
Oh, I don't wanna. That's the worst. Checker. No.
Nah, it didn't help.
Save close. Yeah, my tracker's still bugged.
I was having this problem on Thursday.
You were?
Yeah. It was really annoying.
Alright, I'm refreshing. Although,
I mean, it didn't.
It did go through. It did let me go through and you know, move the turns. I just couldn't see anything in the turn order.
yeah, but for... Oh my god, it's the wrong lobby.
Gotta love tech.
I need a graphic with a... Dun, 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 dun. You're like, you know, technical difficulties.
We need the Jeopardy waiting music.
That's the bard, isn't it?
Game is loading. Just give me a second. What the shit?
Can you see the tracker views?
Yeah, I can. I had all the numbers set, but then when Daddy re-rolled the initiative, it wiped them all, leaving just his on there.
gonna try some troubleshooting. Dink. Alright, one more time. Well, yeah, because if I can't see it, stream can't see it. And I think the API wasn't working either, because I started the tracker just to see if he could advance it, and it didn't do nothing. I have no idea what the issue is. It was fine in TOA earlier. I guess just have everybody, because I refreshed. I can't see what the old rules were either. But yeah, I can scroll up. I can see them, I think. I had a 20. It doesn't matter. I can't do it. I can't see the tracker. I can't manually add everybody. You're gonna have to do it.
When I add you guys, can you guys see it or not?
I
No.
can't see anything. My tracker stays blank.
I
Yeah,
was
same
able
with
to see
mine.
it. So the only
Alright,
people who
how about
are
right now?
in
Can you
it,
guys see any names on the tracker?
No.
No.
I can see icons and zeros as the scores.
So I can see it. So it's me, Garrus, I think Giz. I think then everybody else cannot see.
No, don't blame me. Here it is. Turn order broken with update yesterday? Was there a hotfix yesterday? They usually don't update on Fridays. No, this
Well,
is 2 days.
Back to note paper.
Yeah, well, no, if Giz can see it, that's all that matters, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Rano, you are, well, there's 2 or 3 others that can see it as well. Rano, you are up first.
It looks like the tracker still works, so screw it, right? Alright, Rano's first. Rano's gonna do stuff. Something. Well, he's gonna cast... Oh, God, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I had a plan, but then I lost it. We're just gonna I'm just gonna run in and bash. I don't care. I'm gonna run in. I'm gonna bash somebody. I lost my sheet. Where did it go? Not with Shillelagh. It's just a mace.
Alright, that attack missed.
Alright, figured as much. After that, we'll use bonus action to go invisible. I'm just kind of hidden step.
Rolling.
Where's my ninja mask?
Alright, Roland's going to step to this side, and he is going to just cast an Eldritch Blast
Right there.
at this guy right here.
Yep, and he took the blast square of the chest.
Alright, and then for a bonus action, I am going to cast Shadow Blade. So it puts a sword in my hand, and that's my turn.
Angry Crow, it is your turn.
So Crow looks around and be like, "So you planning to like kill these guys?" Mm-hmm. He's just gonna take a step back and take the dodge action.
All right, it is the veteran's turn.
Oh yeah, I forget to ask. Did they draw weapons before the fight started?
Yep, when they flip the table.
Okay.
Alright, there we go. Hey, wait a minute. He walked away from me. I was doing something in Discord. Yeah, that one right there. He just walked away from me. I'm gonna use my reaction.
Opportunity.
Yep. Yep. With advantage, because I'm invisible. Bash it. Oh, man.
It misses, and you're no longer invisible.
Yep.
Which means the fourth one's not even going to move. Now,
Oh, no.
going to attack first.
Are those all three against me?
Yep, they have multi-attack, and they can also make a short sword attack if they have it drawn.
So they use their free interaction and pull out two swords? 9, so 16?
Yep, 60.
Hi, Cold Spark.
The first one. Oop, that last sword doesn't count. I clicked one too many. It's supposed to be a short sword.
All miss.
Okay, now the second guy. Looks like the 22 is the only one that hit.
Did he shield or something? I missed it.
And Lou. Lou.
Yep.
Yeah, you take 7 from the first long hand,
Yeah. I
long
know.
sword attack,
I
and
subtracted
8
it.
from the short. And Lou, it is now your turn.
I'm gonna talk to a guy right in front of me and be like, "Hey, listen, we don't really need to fight. I'm going to attempt to cast Trumper."
What's your save DC?
That is my save DC is 15. Thanks, man. I'm gonna take a step back, and that'll be it.
Finrond, it is your turn.
All right. Seeing what Lou Cipher just did, I think I'll try something similar with the one of the guys who's attacking Roland, the thug on the Right.
Another charm person.
And your DC save?
13.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it for me.
Ronald, we are back to your turn.
What did Isafa do? Wait. Are you sure? I don't remember Crow or Isafa having a turn.
Crow took the dodge action, and Asifa is outside, so she's not in combat.
Oh, okay. I didn't know because tracker. Yeah. I guess I will use an action, the wild shape, and become. Where the heck is it? There he is. We're gonna be a giant badger. And it's my action in wild shape, so I don't have a bonus action. I am done.
Roland, it is your turn.
Okay. Roland is going to use his free action to pull out a short sword for his other hand, and then he's going to use his bonus action to face step.
No.
Here. And so the one directly in front
One
of me
creature,
needs
okay.
to make a
Not bad.
wisdom saving throw.
And the DC for it?
13. Okay. Oh, irregardless. Coming all the way over here. And then using my action to swing with the Shadow Blade at the enemy.
And the Shadow Blade misses.
That's it.
Angry Crow, what would you like to do?
Okay. Is a disarm considered something harmful if it does no damage?
I think it would still trigger the charm because you do have to make an attack roll to disarm them.
Okay. Crow will move over here, and he will attempt to disarm the veteran that's next to Roland and the cute fluffy badger.
That's my badger noise.
Yep. So ignore the damage for this. This is just going to be the attack roll. Athletics contest, right? Cool. Free interaction with an object. Pick up his sword.
Wait, he has two of them. Which sword did you knock away?
Oh, sorry, his longsword.
You just picked it up and ran? I don't know which symbol do we use.
And as a bonus action, and a key point, I'm going to take the dodge.
I guess the little swords will work for disarmed, right?
Smack the sword of his hand.
Yeah.
And that'll be your turn.
Yep.
The badger grunts his approval at you.
Alright. It is now the veteran's turn. The charmed one's gonna move over there, and they're both not charmed. And he takes 5 damage. Seeing you from the sword, he's going to try and get it back, and by pretty much killing you or attack you with disadvantage because he took the...
Whoa!
What? What? What?
Dude,
looks like 19.
he has your number.
Yeah, he sure as hell does. Okay.
And since you took the dodge action, the one whose sword attack you from where he's standing. He's going to drop the one weapon he still has. And he missed.
I have a question. Would Isafa be able to hear all the combat that's... Because it's what... This is second, third round?
As soon as Finron goes, it'll be the end of the second round.
That's the wrong button. That's the right button.
Alright, disregarding the dagger, the Eldritch Blast missed.
That'll be it.
Okay, I'm going to strum a. I'm going to strum a tune on my lute and imbue Angry Crow with heroism.
Ooh, you're gonna move up there so you can touch him?
Oh, just give me a minute. Yes, I will move up and touch him on the shoulder, and then
Hit points is the spell.
Yeah, what's your spell mod?
The 10 HP.
My spell attack bonus is 5.
No, not your attack bonus,
That's
your
the-
charisma mod.
My mod is 3.
Yep.
Alright. Asifa, you can hear combat. You gonna stay out with the wagons and the merchants?
How many rounds will it take me to get back?
With the dash action, I'll say it'll take you 1 to get back.
Okay, so I'll come up here and I'll roll initiative and I'll start in next round.
Yeah, it's a little slippy outside, what with all the rain.
Alright.
Rano
Badger No is going to
for combat.
do badger things. First I'm gonna try to bite it.
Not quite.
I'm gonna slash it. And then I'm just gonna stay here. How do you mean I'm...
All right, would it be an action to kick away the short sword that this veteran dropped? Next.
A I'll let that be the free interaction to kick it.
Okay. I'm gonna kick this. I want to kick it up this way.
Okay. And it missed.
All right. And then follow up with my short sword.
Hit.
Sneak attack.
Crow is going to go ahead and attempt to disarm the guy that's swinging his longsword at him. And that's okay. Bonus action, key point, dodge action again.
Alright, that charmed one's gonna move there. And that one's gonna move up there. Crossbow.
Whoops.
Alright, hit him for 16. And now at the other one near Crow. And they missed. Now let's the Crow. And these are at disadvantage. I don't think they're happy about you taking that long sword away from the other one.
Sweet, 3 misses.
And you stole the sword from. Yeah, looks like he missed as well. Blue.
I'm gonna.
Do I have to end Wild Shape as a bonus? Shit. And be shaped for a number round. You can revert to your normal form earlier by using a bonus action.
That will be it.
Ron.
Okay. Let me see. I am going to cast basically on the one's attack, Roland.
Alright, which one are you targeting? Because there isn't any that are attacking Roland right now.
Oh, I'm sorry, Angry Crow.
I'm guessing the cube is like...
That would be it.
So, are these 10 foot or 5? These are 5 foot squares, right?
It's
Because if it's a 20-foot cube, it would be like this.
It's the Badger as well.
Which I'm okay with that. I'll make the save. I just need him to say where he's placing it.
Okay, Finron, will you be doing anything else?
I think that's it.
Wait, where's all the deck saves? Did I miss it?
Upon entering the door, you can see that a major fight has more than they originally seemed.
Can you guys hear me?
And I've got my light crossbow. Where's my scimitar of speed? Anyways, I have my light crossbow out, and I'm going to shoot at the one on Crow. And miss.
I know you guys can hear me, but I said something. They just straight up ignored me. What about the deck saves?
Fire?
Yeah, Fairy Fire, you need to make a deck save to be affected.
Completely missed that.
I said it like 3 times. That's why I'm saying, like, can you hear me okay? So they're all affected.
Well, it looks like everyone missed the deck.
Although, if he's concentrating on Fairy Fire, he loses Charm Person. They're both concentration. So, I guess I'll attack here with advantage.
With Fairy Fire, attacking a creature with Fairy Fire.
It wouldn't matter. It doesn't negate advantage. You're covered by Fairy Fire. You have advantage on the attack.
Okay, so it's advantage for...
No. If you're attacking something that has Fairy Fire, you have advantage.
Oh, so I should have had advantage on my crossbow, right? Oh well.
Yeah, any attack roll against an affected creature has advantage if you can see it. Who did you try to shoot?
I'll remember that next round.
That's why they're glowing pink. I'm done, by the way. You can advance the tracker. What the...
Right? I'm still swinging at this guy. This one first.
It's just frustrating. It's like, I don't think they can hear me.
Ignoring the sneak attack for the second one.
That was awful.
That's it.
Angry Crow.
Yeah, according to at least the listing in here, Charm Person isn't concentration, by the way.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh, my fault.
It's heroism is though, so I've lost the temporary hit points, but that's not a problem.
Whoops, sorry.
It's alright, it's like 3. But this is better. So I'm gonna once again attempt to disarm him. When I'm strike with advantage. But
Alright.
that'll
Anything
end my
else?
turn.
Turn's turn. You are within range. Neither one's happy about losing their sword, so we're going to start with them.
Right, with the second deflect. My minimum is more than that, so I catch the arrow.
Does she
Just
need
use as my reaction.
free hand?
Why wouldn't he have a free hand?
The longsword that I'll link it real quick.
Pretty cool.
Yep.
I just thought you always had a free hand.
No, if I want to catch it and throw it back, I have to have a free hand, but otherwise, no. So the second one would have had a disadvantage anyway because he has enemies next to him. He's making a. Anybody else?
No, I think the giant badger is one that's choppy for everybody else.
Yep.
That's the one in the center. He's attacking the guy right above him. Oh, I gotta roll one more because he would have had advantage on the first one.
What the shit?
And now the other one's gonna attack the one veteran standing next to him. And I'm not gonna bother rolling the rest of his attacks because that pretty much.
Pretty much what?
Alright, he's gonna move to there. And he's gonna finish his turn off, and then it's Lou's turn.
I'm gonna fire an Eldritch Blast at the one closest to me. Great.
And that misses.
And that's it.
Finron?
Okay, hold on. At the thug directly in front of me, with his with the red dot on his portrait.
That would be with advantage. And still misses.
Really? Okay.
Reloading Discord. Oh, what the hell is going on? No.
Alright, that hits. Hang on a second. I gotta fix something real quick.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, can you make that attack again with weapons actually in your
Are
inventory?
you fucking kidding me?
Okay, so that's why it hadn't been there. What happened to my scimitar?
You're in the middle of combat. You really want to try and figure that out now?
No.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, you can.
But you didn't hear me 30 seconds ago.
Correct.
No.
Alright, that scimitar attack hit.
And the offhand.
Also hit.
End of turn.
Giant Badger, it is your turn.
Move forward and attack the veteran.
And that one is dead.
End my turn.
So I go. Oh, we're still in combat.
Are we?
Alright, it's going to break the immersion, but yes, we're still in combat because Asifa was not in the bar when the two were charmed, so she does not know. Roland, what are you going to do?
Roland's actually going to put away his sword and find the nearest chair to sit down in. And he's just chilling out, taking a break. He might actually see. He will cast False Life on himself. That's it.
Angry Crow?
So Crow's going to move up to and speak to Lou and Finland and say, so I don't suppose you could ask your buddies to hand over their weapons and, you know, just let everybody else use the inn instead of hogging it for themselves? I mean, we're all friends here, right?
Yes, you heard the man. I say over to the two thugs.
Crow's actually going to... He's actually going to toss the... well, I guess he'd move up to sort of here for... Just dump the two swords over the bar.
Alright, so the veteran not seeing any hostiles, they will put their swords away back to where they were sitting before. Alright, moment of truth. With Asifa, he moved out of...
And I'm not enraged.
I realize you don't have rage going, but he moved out of your... I would want just checking to see if you were going to take an attack of opportunity when he moved away.
Yeah, and I'm not, because I saw them attacking the other one last round.
Alright, that will end combat.
Now I go back and pick up my crossbow.
And what is everybody else going to do?
Yeah, Crow once again suggests to Finron and Lou that they try and get the knights to hand over, like to hand over their weapons, so that, you know, if the magic wears off, that it doesn't start another fight.
Okay, I stroll up to the veterans and go, "Hello, gents. Do you mind if I take these off your hands?"
Just stick them behind the bar. Make sure that no accidents happen while we're drinking. You know, sharp blade, alcohol, don't mix.
He looks up at you and says, "No, and the bar is still ours."
Rano's gonna end his wild shape and start making berries and handing them out. So I'll use 2 level 1 spell slots for good berries. And then we'll give 5 of each of these berries. 5? Yeah. No. We'll give 4 of each of these berries to everybody in the party.
And Basifa wants to know why she has the wrong sword in her main hand's scabbard.
What do you need?
Crow will quite happily eat the berries. You're still here for 4 each, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, what are you guys gonna do? They're not gonna hand over the inn that they paid for, and as far as they're concerned, you guys can sleep out in the rain.
Rano may not be particularly good with math, but the way I see it, 2 rooms just opened, as I point to the unconscious nobles.
Yeah, that makes about half the bar, right?
We paid for the entire inn. We get the entire inn. You guys can go sleep out in your wagons with your horses.
But they're charmed. Shouldn't they be, regarding us as friends and, being all pal, buddy.
Yep, and they're not attacking you, but they're sticking to what they had going, where your misfortune brings them pleasure. They're not causing any physical harm to you, and they're not handing their weapons over.
I say we beat them unconscious now.
Crow's gonna move over. I mean, I guess they're sat down, right?
Yes, they are. They went back to the table where they were sitting before.
Alright, Crow's just gonna go ahead and shrug. So, even though we're close friends, you're not gonna let us stay here?
They both look at you with a look of disgust and said, "No, you can go sleep with your horses out in the rain."
Nobles. Yep, Crow is gonna go ahead and start punching this guy that sat down. Now, he sat down, so he'd be prone, right?
That's not prone.
I mean, he's not battle ready, is he? He's sat in a chair.
He's not prone, but no, he's not battle ready.
Cool. Crow is gonna go and start punching this guy.
Make your attack. Everyone in the bar, roll initiative.
Aren't we still in the tracker? I see the turn order going.
Oh,
The turn order is still going, but I cleared the tracker. I don't know why it's still surrounding on the veteran.
You gotta start using the macros to start the end the tracker.
Oh, I can see the turnover now.
Well, I
The
can
second
too.
one is my bonus action.
What? Hey, Lou.
What?
Good job on not eating those berries in between in the break in combat.
Because I was messing with my.
Now I wonder why the hell is it fixed?
Alright, who's missing from the tracker that's in the bar? Oh, Roland.
He said, oh, she walked out again.
Well, I'm out looking for my other sword.
Ronald, you are up first.
I know how to have a good time. A charge forward, shillelagh and bash. Where is it? Where is it? Bow! Wait, I don't have advantage, so it's 16.
And 16 misses.
I'm done.
And now up to Roland, who I think is still AFK.
No, I'm back.
Alright, good. It's your turn. Combat has restarted.
Yep. So, sitting from the chair, I'm just going to launch an Eldritch Blast at this guy. And that's it. I'm just still going to sit here.
Alright, quick question. Wouldn't that be considered a ranged in melee?
The guy who's next to him is friendly.
More than 5 feet away.
That guy's not.
Yeah, it's only when there's a hostile unit, I think is the wording. You can just carry through with the turns. I'll find the source for you if you want.
Alright, it's the veteran's turn. The one in the chair sees that Roland's still sitting, so he's just going to sit there because he's not quite sure.
Come on.
And he has one target in mind. The guy that just sucker. And he missed.
Like, what the fuck?
Okay.
Finrond, what would you like to do?
Of course, it's just this page. Don't tell me shit. Good job. Roll 20.
Fireball at the one attacking Crow, or the one right next.
Watch all 4 of these.
Did you just say
entries.
fireball?
He doesn't have spell slots for fireball yet.
Correctly.
Even better, his fireball's not on the bard list.
That's it.
Nope. It wasn't.
There you go.
I'm really tired of this.
The first one and the third one both miss. The second one hits your target.
And I'll be.
Angry Crow.
Wait a minute. The turn order
Gonna
is
go
broken
ahead.
again. Does anybody else see it? Roland's at the top, even though it's on Crow right now. Doesn't matter. Carry on.
Crow's his
I'm not sure I
dagger.
just lose my shit.
And he's going to attempt to stab
So
this
much
guy.
bullshit today.
action, unarmed strike. Sorry, no, well, you said a 16 misses, so I guess that's irrelevant.
Yeah, first misses.
Okay. And evidently he's not striking to knock him on.
Fuck is with roll 20?
That's the end of my turn.
Rano, it is your turn.
Shillelagh attack.
And that one is dead.
Done.
Alright, rolling. If combat's still going, it's on you.
All right, I'm just taking disengage. I'm standing up and I'm heading for the bar.
The veteran's gonna grab his drink and just basically take a sip off it and remain seated. Finra?
Out of character, I take it he's still going to be of the same mind he was before.
The only way you'd find out is if combat ended and you tried talking to him.
I'm going to pass my turn and just see what happens for now. Not really sure what to do.
Alright, Lou said he was going AFK and he's not attacking. Crow?
Okay. Crow is just going to step up, and he's going to go ahead and attack him with his attack. I guess I'll attack at normal, since, like, even though he's not hostile, he's seen as attacking people. I reckon he's a little bit more aware, so I wouldn't necessarily have advantage, would I?
No, you wouldn't.
Okay, so
It's
I'm just
definitely
gonna
something
start
with Discord. Because I have 30 MS right now, and it's showing it as
miss.
red.
Misses?
So there's
Free
obviously
interaction with an
packet loss
object. I'm
somewhere.
going to draw my dagger
Why?
and attempt to stab him with that. And miss as well.
That also misses.
Yep, cool. That'll end my turn.
Rano.
Are we doing this? Walk forward and try to bash the veteran, the last remaining veteran.
Crow seems uncharacteristically angry.
Missed. Okay, well, I'm done.
And that misses. Rolling.
I am still heading for the bar, and that's
The veteran looks at the two of you and is like, what are you guys doing? And he goes back to his drink. He's still charmed because you haven't dealt damage to him. Finron?
I'm going to aim a firebolt at.
That hits.
That's it.
Lou, are you back?
Nope. Skip him. Or if you want, I can do the Lou thing again. You guys. I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I'm I'm just a teenager and stuff. I love Billie Eilish and saying edgy stuff.
And that last hit.
I think it's spot on.
Yeah, it's like he was still here.
All right, Lou. Anything else?
No, I'm done.
Angry Crow. It is your turn.
Crow's and his second attack.
Rona.
You know, what I do. I bash of the guy. I miss the guy. I
And you missed.
survey the battlefield accordingly and give a healing word to the boy because he doesn't know how to eat.
You're coming in all broken up again.
Yeah, shut up! I heal the boy for 8. God damn. Fucking Discord. I am done.
Points on Lou.
Yeah, Lou. Fucking pass the turn.
Roland, it is your turn.
Alright. Here. And just
This is
Barkeep
ridiculous.
looks at you and says, I'm sorry,
48
but
MS,
they've bought
red.
everything out. You can't buy anything. I have nothing to serve you. It is now the veteran's turn.
Outbound packet
It's
loss
going
rate
to
is
attack Crow.
84%. Why?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yes, I believe he is.
I think you must have upset him or something. Finrod, it is your turn. Yep, that hits.
That's it for me.
Lou, what would you like to do?
Going to Eldritch Blast it.
Well, but so you doing impressions of Junior
Was
again?
that Lou that said that, or was that Ronald that just said that? And that's a miss.
That's it.
Apparently,
else,
a lot
Lou?
of people are having having problems with the latest update, which is 3.05. What the fuck are they gonna do about it?
You guys can still hear me, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I said I was finished.
Alright. Angry Crow, it is your turn.
Okay. Well, Crow is going to go ahead and... Yep, he's just going to keep attacking this guy.
Yeah, 3.0.5.
So, Tanto,
That hits.
Okay.
That's-
He's now going
that's
to
the
use his
latest
final
build.
key point and make 2 unarmed strikes.
Can I roll back my version
Sorry,
of
ignore the
support?
sneak attack damage on those. It's just the 6 and 7.
I mean, I'm sure you
So
can.
21
But where and
total.
how? Do I gotta uninstall it and then?
All right. Anything else?
Is he still up after that?
Yes, he is.
Crow just kind of backflips across the room and readies himself for another attack.
Ronald, it is your turn. And that hits, and that kills off the last veteran.
Going to Canary. I've already tried changing the server. Doesn't do anything. Like we were on
All right,
we were
you
on
said
Central.
I had to use the macro.
I already did it. But I tried going to Central and then back to East. Tried, like it doesn't matter what server I'm on. It's all fucked.
So am I having any luck looking for my other sword?
Crow will turn to the barkeep and say, "So, you've already been paid for the inn for the night, and there's nobody to sleep in them, so I assume you won't mind if my companions and I treat you for the night. Of course, we'll pay for food and drinks and whatnot. And I'm sure plenty of the other people in the caravans will be very happy to, pay for their loss as well, since you seem to have an opening."
All right, we're gonna handle it one at a time. Charis, I heard you first.
Yep.
Yeah, you got walked on, so I couldn't hear your whole question.
So am I having any luck looking for my sword? I'm scouring through my bag and looking around the wagon I'm usually at, trying to remember the last time I saw it.
No, you are not having any luck finding your scimitar on either your personal stuff or the wagon that you are guarding.
I walk over to her and hand her one of the weapons.
She's outside.
Yeah, I'm outside. And I still have my other 2 original scimitars. So I'm going to sit and think for a while, and you can deal with Crow's inquiry.
Okay, never mind.
Thank you, Bill.
All right, the bartender looks at you and says, "Yes, we do have openings, and this is the cost if you guys want the rooms for the night." He's completely ignoring the fact that the veterans already bought the entire place. Crow?
Okay. Does anybody else have anything to say about that as well? Since we all would have heard him say it. Crow looks around at the reactions of everybody else in the group.
It was.
Canary is a
The
different
room
Discord
will be
build.
covered by your
Give me a link.
the guy that hired you, because you set rate plus living expenses. That will if you were to go get the person that hired you and that they can actually bed down for the night.
Sure.
Windows,
Okay.
Canary,
Okay.
Discord app API. Wait, what the shit is this?
Yeah.
Alpha testing
Before anybody
program.
says it, we'll need to do something with
Less
the horses.
stable than a normal
I'm
build.
pretty sure that our
I don't
employees
think it's
would
gonna
make
help
use
me.
of them unless you would rather have them. And he says to the barkeep,
The barkeep looks at you and says, "They foot. They don't even have horses."
Curtis laughs and just very happily strolls out of the room. And he's going to go to his employer and start telling him is now free.
Fuck off.
Employer, and say, seems that there was a bit of a mix-up and there's a bit of a vacancy now. I guess before he leaves, he's going to mention to the rest of the people we might want to move the bodies.
Hey, Crow?
And Crow's going to try and straighten himself up a little bit.
As Crow's walking out, two of the workers come up from the back and actually start dragging the bodies out the back door.
Sorry, say that again. You broke up a little bit for me.
If you're referring to me, I said two workers that work at the inn came out as soon as all the fighting was done, and they started dragging the veterans out the back door. They're removing the bodies from the... I mean, it's bad for business to have dead bodies.
Sorry, hit the wrong button.
Hey, it looks like Finrod wants to start another barroom brawl.
Did anybody happen to search the bodies of the nobles?
I think they were already cleaned up.
Were you correct? I don't fucking know. I mean,
So Alpha will work with her employer on getting the wagon settled, getting the horses taken care of. And then when I go in, I'll ask whichever of the party members I encounter first. Looks like Crow's the
me.
furthest out here. Except Crow's right here. Hey, Crow?
Yeah.
When's the last time you happened to notice my newer scimitar?
I guess the fight yesterday. Were you not using it now?
No, I wasn't
Notice
using
you were a
it now.
little
It's
slower.
missing. It's gone. I have searched through my bags. I've searched around the wagon. You know, I'm not sure I did use it. I'm not sure I did use it since the mushrooms. Because I was busy with the horse and yesterday. I didn't get into that brawl.
Hey,
Well, if your sword's missing, I've got a pretty good idea where it could be. If you can't find it among your own things.
hey,
Yeah, I'm wondering about that one guy who wanted it.
Heal 27, Crow.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Heal 10, Lou.
yeah, listen, there's definitely that guy. Okay, when you've been in the merchant business a lot, you pick up shady people.
Heal Roland.
And I'm kind of irked because I don't know how he could have gotten it off me without me noticing.
I have 3 more procs. Is anyone still hurt? No. Looks like you are a little bit. Another. No, just top everybody off.
Well, Isva, how about when you're sleeping?
Am I coming through clear now?
Yeah.
You are coming through clearer now. Yeah, but I'm usually wrapped around my swords when I sleep.
Some people can get you. on the street, like they're fast, they're quick. It doesn't matter. Snatch it, especially if you're a heavy sleeper.
Am I a heavy sleeper?
Probably.
I've heard you snore. I think you are.
I don't snore. Do I snore?
Yeah, you do.
Absolutely, yes.
Ugh. I think you guys are having me on.
No. Not at all.
I'm being entirely honest. You sound like you're dying in your sleep, like you're screaming. Like it's horrible. Oh no. Totally wasn't.
Yeah, I can't get anywhere near that. Well, whatever. We're gonna have to remember which guy that was. I mean, the character should remember which guy that was.
I think he was.
I don't think I was present.
I don't think you were.
We were just waiting around.
Lou was.
No, Lou
Yeah,
was
Lou
with...
was and Crow was.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Crow's the one that told him to go away.
Yeah. Those two ran interference for me. I walked off and those two worked on intimidating the guy.
I tried raising the price.
As by the main entrance, he immediately sees Osifa, walks right up to her, and says, "Okay, I've reconsidered it. I will go as high as 6 gold for that sword."
Yep, Crow's gonna go ahead and insight that.
Wait, he just like walked in the inn where we happened to be talking about him? That's suspect.
Yeah, I think I also want to insight that.
And all of your insight checks show that he's telling you the truth. He wants to buy that sword for 6 gold.
Sorry, it is not for sale.
And he continues to be persistent and please and, "Oh, come on, you can part with it for 6 gold. You can easily buy 2 or 3 good ones for that much."
So we're starting with these at the glaring.
And while you guys are standing here, more people are trying to get in and they're bumping past you because you guys are kind of blocking the door.
Yeah, we'll move out of the way.
You gotta remember, it's a large caravan. It's only got the one entrance coming in.
Yeah, we'll move out of the doorway.
As you move, he follows you, and he's still persistent that he wants to buy that scimitar for 6 gold.
So, Osifa is going to, I guess, lead him back over to Rano. Hey, Rano?
Yes.
Can you check if this guy's enchanted or something?
Enchanted?
This is not normal behavior.
I'm gonna kind of grab him, but like around the back of his neck, not like choking, just like wrapping my massive hand around his head and kind of grabbing him. You hold still. Yes?
Yes, I'll hold still. I just want her to sell me her sword for 6 gold.
I will use... For a second there, I panicked. I was like, wait, I don't know Detect Magic? And then I realized I'm a Furbolg. I will cast Detect Magic.
The only aura of magic you detect is from the rest of the equipment that your party has, nothing coming from the guy that wants to buy the sword.
There is no enchantment on this man.
So he's just annoying.
About where?
I am not annoying. I am a businessman, and I just want to buy your sword. So
I said no.
He's persistent, not annoying. It's a good trait to have. Now,
oh, come on. 6 gold is a very good price for that sword.
raised it to 7, she might consider it.
No.
He turns and looks at Lou and says, if you keep interfering, I'm going to lower it back down to 5.
The answer's still no. I am not selling that sword.
Well, it is a very good deal, and if you change your mind, I'm in the caravan, I should be easy to find. I'll be more than happy to take you back to buy that sword when you're ready to sell. And he walks off to the bar to get checked in for the...
Hey, wait, there's no rooms! Does he not know?
He does not know. Lost Flood did not get to his wagon when she was telling everyone that there was no rooms.
Before I had to turn around and come back for a bar break.
I would like to walk around to the back of the building and go examine the corpses of the noblemen. Since they were just kind of shushed out of their way.
Well, of course they were shushed out of the way. It's bad business to leave dead bodies on the floor where everybody can see them.
Yeah.
I love you, Daddy Warbucks.
Calvin, thank you for the sub, man. Welcome to the family.
So, do we have rooms to go to then? Did our employers come in and make arrangements?
Yes, they did.
Guys, I found something.
What did you find?
I don't know. And he holds up a necklace. It's golden in color and it's got 5 reddish pearls in it.
Oh, that looks interesting.
It does look fancy.
Where did you find it?
Well, when I did the detector magic, I saw the I saw a evocation aura far away. Examining the corpses, I found this.
So, wait, one of those guys had it?
Yeah.
That you guys were fighting?
We're lucky that they didn't use it. Might have went very badly for us. It's a strong aura for me to see it from 40 feet away.
Can I try to determine what this object is if I've ever seen it before?
DM?
Yeah, I was asking him.
Roll Arcana. Yes, Lou, you immediately recognize that of fireballs. And this is where I want to back up combat to prior, so I know that they have this necklace, so we can make the fight more interesting.
No. They wouldn't have been able to use it. Witch gods added it for the players, not against the players.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Well, now the party has a
Fucker's always trying to kill us.
fireball, a necklace of fireballs with 5 beads on it.
Does it need to be used by a magic wielder?
I mean,
Nope.
might be better in the hands of a
Doesn't
magic
require attunement either. It's just a necklace of magical grenades.
And do you mind if I hold on to this? I mean, fire is kind of my whole motif, and it would go lovely with my outfit.
Mm-hmm.
As I'm currently holding it, I'd be like, "Do you promise not to hurt us with it?"
I promise. Wouldn't even dream of it.
This is
Trust
very
me,
powerful
I know
magic.
how serious it is not to play with fire.
It could kill any of us.
You know,
But don't
Finra,
you trust him?
Yeah, yes, I like this idea. Let's walk outside the inn, and we'll just throw one just as far as we can, just to see what happens.
no.
That
You
won't
should
be
not.
necessary. I know what fireball spells do, my friend.
Do you?
Yes, indeed. I'm an elf, as you might recall. We are quite knowledgeable about magic.
Yeah, those things are not fun.
I think that's an overgeneralization. I mean, just because you are of a certain race doesn't mean you are predisposed to certain knowledge or behavioral inclinations. I mean, that would be a ridiculous assumption.
But I think fair enough in elves' case. It's generally known that many elves are very good at magic. I just happen to know what these particular spells do.
Also, we've had that casted us before. It's not fun.
Oh no, I don't mind at all. I was just pointing out the flaw in that.
No, stop.
But
Let's go get our rooms. I'm going to my room.
Same here.
I still say we should test it.
No, we're not testing it.
Could be dangerous.
It is dangerous. That's why we're not testing it.
All right. You guys finish your debate about what you're gonna do with the fireball next?
I think so. It seems to have calmed down anyway. Asifa's gonna go out and do one more round around the wagons, and she's a little bit curious to see what the cultists are doing. Did they come into the inn with everybody?
All right. When you go out to do your one more search around the wagon, I know you're still looking for your sword. You notice that the cultists have not come inside. They are all still staying with the wagon. They look miserable, but there's always somebody on guard, and they change guards at a semi-regular basis. The new guards coming out look like they have drier clothes. Not quite dry, but drier.
So I'll walk up to the ones that are on guard at the moment and say, hey, we did clear out. There is space in the inn for everybody if you want to come in and get out of the wet.
He looks at you and scowls and says, we're fine. Leave us be.
Okay. Do you want me to bring out some coffee or something for you guys?
We have sustenance that we need.
Okay. And I'll walk back around. Although I'll walk back up to the inn kind of thoughtfully, because I'm wondering if they're out there. I'm wondering if I should be out there also watching over mine, because I don't really trust them.
Well, what you plan on doing?
Well, I'll go in and settle down, I suppose. How are we arranged? I mean, I doubt everyone has their own room. That would be a little odd. Are we staying with our employers, or are we staying together as a group?
You're basically staying with your employers. Some of them just rented spots in the large common room. The more well-off merchants have separate rooms with a little side area, basically a mat on the floor for their guards. So you guys doing anything else before turning in for the night?
Nope, sleepy time.
Yep, sleepy time.
How long do the good berries last?
24 hours.
Okay, just remember.
Alright. You guys wake up the next morning feeling refreshed, or as refreshed as you can be. You notice that the sky has cleared quite a bit. It's a very light sprinkle now, nowhere near as bad as it was. And you guys then proceed to travel.
Well, at least we're not chilled through this morning. How did those cultists look?
They look fine. The ones currently on guard duty are wearing dry clothes. They look like they got a good night's sleep. You're not quite sure how, but
So we're back underway?
yep. I mean, nothing looks amiss. But then, of course, DMs always say that. Pretty much everything looks like a smooth travel after the incident at the inn. You guys make it through the first day from the inn. No incidents. Nothing. It just... On the second day, while you guys are going around a corner,
Man.
one of the wheels suddenly snaps on the cultist's wagon, dumping a few chests on the ground and basically bringing the entire caravan to a halt.
Oh, now what? And Asta heads up to see what's going on.
The cultist wagon, you said?
Yep, one of the cultist wagons broke a wheel and dumped a few of the chests from inside.
The cultist wagon is ahead of mine, and there are party members before mine, so they would walk past me to get there, right?
I'm in the front. Wait, no. Where is the cultist in the lineup again?
The way you guys are sitting, Asifa is the farthest back, and Lou and Ronald are closest to the cultist up front. The rest are intermingled in between.
Good.
Okay.
What fell out the chest?
No,
You'll have to go up and do an investigation.
I will go up and do an investigation.
Rano will accompany the boy.
And they'll get there before me.
Right. So, Lou, are you just gonna like kind of standing there trying to look at all the stuff and be subtle, or I mean?
So, I kind of turned to Rano before we. Okay, I got a plan.
Yeah.
So, do you want to look in the chests, or do you want?
Oh yes, it will benefit us greatly to try and be very tactful and stealthy here.
So, what you do is, you go up and offer to help them.
Oh, yes.
kind of. I'll also do it, and I'll send my little friend, Shaitan, to go look in the chest.
Okay. So then I'm gonna turn around from this little huddle. I'm gonna look towards the cultists, and I'm gonna wave my hand real dramatically. Hello, fellow caravan members! I see you have troubles. Would you like Rano to assist you? Ha 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 ha! And I'm gonna turn around and give you a big wink and a thumbs up.
Alright, out of character, I got a question. How can a guy with one eye give a wink?
I just closed
What
them.
exactly does that look like?
I blink at him.
The screen.
He just kind of blinks at it. Just
No, man, you could still, I could still wink at people. I just turn at them with my good side.
Okay, so go over there, distract them for a bit. I'm gonna let Shane. Actually,
did you just say that to me in character?
I
I am distracting them. What are you talking about?
I'm going to summon Shaitan, and I'm gonna tell him to go invisible and go look in the chest. Because
And whenever Osifa gets up there, she's going to start nagging them about their wheel. And don't you have a spare wheel? Let's get this thing moving. You're in the way. And by now, everybody in the entire caravan should know what happens when Osifa thinks someone's in her way.
And the cultist's like, yes, we got a spare. We're trying to get it fixed.
Rano will assist you in the helping.
Here, Rano, come over and lift this up for them so they can get that wheel off.
Oh, yes, of course. How much does the cart weigh?
Hang on, I'm checking what your strength is so I can make sure it's a number high enough that you can't lift it.
Oh, that's not very nice.
But that's okay, because we're being very distracting.
yeah, so
And Lou, you notice that you don't even have to try being discreet. A couple of the chests are spilled out, and it's basically the same kind of treasure you found down in the cave. Jewelry, gems, gold, more gems, more jewelry, and that's pretty much all that's in the chest. You see a few others in the caravan are also paying like close attention to what's spilled, and they're trying to be like, here, let me help, and they're actually helping them like get it picked up.
So what's the most valuable thing in the chest?
What's the most valuable?
Yeah, like what looks like if there's a bunch of different like jewelry, is there one that's like embezzled or
From where you're standing, it's hard to tell because I mean, it's all just spilled out on the ground.
I sent my Kazed up. I can see through his.
All right, I'm gonna say it weighs 2,000 pounds, even though you can probably lift that.
Especially since he doesn't have to completely lift it, because
No,
3 of the wheels
I
are
can-
still in place.
I can only lift near 1,000 pounds. So I'd grunt and heave and.
And Osifa's ordering others to come around and help. And get that over here to help prop this up. We
Hey,
gotta get this wheel changed. It's in
Lady
there.
is strong. Why you no help?
Because I'm ordering everybody else to.
Well, Rano orders you. Come help. Get it moving faster.
Oh, all right. All right. Is anybody coming to change this wheel?
Crow will come help.
And I'll help lift the thing up so that we can get the wheel changed.
A couple others from the caravan and a couple of the cultists help lift it as well. And Crow and a couple of the cultists can slide the new wheel on there. Finrod and Roland, what are you guys doing during this?
Roland's going to head up towards the front and try to assist with getting the wheel on and taking the damaged one off first. As soon as it's lifted.
I'll help him with that.
So,
Alright, after about an hour, you guys, with all the people that are helping, you guys end up getting it picked up, and the wheels are placed. Others from the caravan helping pick up the chests that fell and stuff that spilled. So everything's picked up so the caravan can start moving again.
So did we manage to learn anything while we were doing this?
Wait. After we repair the wagon, Ronald's gonna grab 2 of the nearest cultists and embrace them in like a big bear hug. Ha ha! Together, look what we accomplished. You guys are quite strong for being so small.
so while Rano's shouting, can I tell my Gazer to just grab something out of the chest?
But why though?
Because I
Me,
money.
me, I'm trying to get in their social graces, man. You're blowing up my spot.
You can tell your Quasit to grab something. I will even allow it to become invisible, but I'll let you know in advance before you try it. It will be noticed.
Hearing that, I think I might just change my mind.
You gotta remember, there's quite a few of the cultists over where the stuff spilled because they need to make sure it all gets picked back up. If something suddenly vanishes and disappears from plain sight, it's gonna stand out in their mind.
Okay, I didn't realize there were cultists actually over there. I thought all of them were helping with the yeah, then I'm just gonna wait for Rano to be done hugging them and go back to the rest of the party.
So, bear hugs, complimenting them. How do they respond?
By pushing you away and telling you to return to your own wagon. No word of thanks, nothing like that, just telling you to get back to your own wagon.
What? I'm gonna take my mace and smash the wheel. How do they respond?
Your strike missed and you hit the wheel that was already broken, splintering it even more.
Good.
But they start grabbing their weapons and they make a very large show that you don't want to go down that route.
Oh no, I'm not trying to start a fight. Just, I bash the mace into the wheel, and then I kind of put my hands out to each side and what the hell? And I look at him like, come on, I just helped you. I'm trying to be friendly. The least we could do is have an ale together.
We have the food that we need on our wagons. Please get away from it.
This will be the last time I assist you.
As you're walking away, one of the cultists does give you like a little nod type thing, showing that it was like a nod of thanks, but he didn't say it out loud. and he couldn't be seen by the other cultists.
What does he look like?
He's dressed exactly the same as all the others. He's not going to stand out. He doesn't have any distinguishing marks or features.
I mean, what's he look like? Is he just like a faceless white guy? Like, God, dude. Rano's gonna lean in to Isifa. I think that guy. That's our way in. He gave me a little nod. I'm sure that is a sign of friendship. I'm not familiar with your human customs. Is this good?
Yes, but patience.
You see Rano kind of fidget with his beard. I do hope that he comes and calls. I thought there was a connection there.
Alright, after returning to your wagons, you guys continue the journey uneventful for the remainder of this day. Next morning, you wake up and you can hear murmurs around the camp. There are a few people that are dead. Every night is a long rest.
Hoard. Well, you didn't say it, so I didn't reset my shit.
Sorry.
What did you say right before that?
When you guys wake up the next morning, there is murmurs and talk amongst the caravan.
Nope.
A couple people that had helped the cultists are nowhere to be found. And a couple others that have helped the cultists clean up the mess, specifically ones that were helping clean up the treasure, and they were asking a lot of questions about it, appear to be dead.
Dead?
Ah, what about Faceless White Man's? Is he one of the dead ones?
No, none of the cultists are dead.
Oh, okay.
So does this mean there are any more wagons that are completely unstaffed that are in the way?
No. You don't have any wagons you gotta break and beat up because they're in the way, slowing the caravan down. It's like one person from this group, one person from that group, one person here. It's scattered. But basically it's, from the descriptions you're getting, it's all people that came and helped pick up the treasure that had dumped out of the wagon that are either missing altogether or are dead.
So I go look for Lou.
No, I'm still here. Am I still here? Well, I never actually went and picked up the treasure.
How about Shaitan? Is he okay too?
I never saw Shade.
Alright, after much debate with myself on this one, yes, Lou is still with the party. He is still among the living, and so is Shaitan.
Boo.
And Shade.
So we're gonna have to go see what did people die of.
Ah, this is a smart idea, Isifa.
Well, are their bodies just hanging, or not hanging? Are their bodies just like laying in the middle of the path, or are they just, is everyone that helped just gone?
I would guess it like we just woke up, right? So the dead are still in their wagons, or?
Yeah, they're still bedded down for the night as if they were still sleeping, but it's obvious that they are dead.
Are any of
And the ones
dead...
that are missing?
Go ahead.
And the ones that are missing, there is no trace of them at all. It's like they never even went to bed that night. I mean, you can't. There's no place down where they would have bedded for the night.
Are any of the dead or missing from any of our wagons?
One of the guards from Roland's wagon is missing. And one from Finron's is dead.
Is my employer at all concerned about the one that's missing?
No, he's just playing it off. Next town, he can just hire a new one.
All right.
He's basically saying, well, I guess I don't have to pay him for what travel we've already done, so I got his work for free.
Was he one of the bodyguards or one of the other general guards that like I?
A general guard like you are.
So what did he die of?
I don't know, somebody would have to investigate the body with a medicine check.
Rano will stoop down next to the body, start turning him over and examining the wounds.
Also,
Anybody's-
you have no idea what he died of.
Yep.
Wow.
A nat 1 and you still got 7? It's not enough, you have no idea what he died of, but still, that's an impressive roll for a nat 1.
I'm proficient.
Gonna head out with Rano. Also examine.
Okay, Luke. As he's rolling them over, you can tell by discoloration around the eyes that they missed that, and basically like fluid near the ears, that he died of poison. It was a fast-acting poison that he was hit with sometime in the night.
Is there like any drinks or food around?
Nope. It looks like he had just enough time to get into bed. That was it.
Are there any snakes or anything around here?
Oh yes, check for snake bites.
I'm sure they didn't bite him.
How do you know?
Because all the people just coincidentally
Just
got bit.
quickly take his pants off. That's usually where they bite, on the legs or. And he kind of looks at like his rear. Go on.
No. Was it like an ingested poison?
From what you can tell, yes, it was something that he had either ate or drank that had the poison in it.
Yeah, he wasn't bit.
Can I do some sort of investigation to see if there's a sign of a struggle?
Okay, let me check. He ate or drank something, went to bed, died of poison.
Yeah, but was it force-fed? Did he take it, or what did he? Oh, ingested. He
The
wouldn't have.
cultist probably
had
just
touch
spiked
poison.
one of his drinks or something.
Or while he was sleeping, they just.
Or.
The dead guy is glowing.
It's not an aura. It's identify the kind of poison, creature, or disease in each case.
Oh, okay. I enjoy the fact you guys ask questions that aren't in the mod, but yet make me nuts at the same time.
You just make something up. Oh, this is gooberberry poison. Something you've seen before.
Alright, that sounds good.
I recognize it.
It's made from the indigenous blueberries.
Yes.
Only found
It's a
in
very
the
rare
desert.
plant. And I've seen this. I've seen other humans use this against my tribe. It is not a pleasant sight. You said it's ingested poison, or?
Yes, it's ingested.
Okay. So then I'll share this with the party. It must have been slipped into his food or ale. while still ritual casting detect poison disease, is there like, I don't know, goblets, decanters, plates, anything that shows like the poison?
Not that you can see.
Cool.
They could have just done it while he was sleeping.
I'm gonna grab Isifa's in the room too. I'm gonna grab Isifa and Lou, and I'm gonna pull them in real close for a huddle, even though we're alone. Doesn't matter. Who do you think could have done this?
Well, I don't know. Maybe the Tooth Fairy.
What? Tooth Fairy isn't real. It is a myth. It is just a fey creature that likes to take the ivory out of your mouth. Anyway.
Well, who is really suspicious in this caravan? Someone that might hurt someone because they found something.
But why would they draw such obvious attention to themselves? And I look to Issa for answers, because obviously the boy isn't worth talking to.
And Aspa just looks baffled. It's like, I don't know.
Cultist, Rano.
We should consult with the face. He's the smart one.
I'm flattered, thank you. But,
how'd you get here?
elves, we have really good hearing.
So, I'm gonna share with Finron. Is Finron the only one that just showed up, or?
It looks like it.
Okay, so I'm gonna share with
Well,
Finron.
aren't we at his wagon?
Yeah.
Ah. So Rano's just dumb. He walks right past him, calls this huddle, and he's just kind of standing on the edge. So I share with him everything we've learned, if he didn't already hear it, because he's there.
He's just kind of standing there quietly, just
Right?
not wanting to know.
Yeah, arms folded, just kind of looking at everything.
Well, as far as who committed these murders and was responsible for these disappearances, I think the answer is clear. The cultists we have been following clearly want to keep us off their scent, or anyone from prying eyes on their operations.
Well, yeah, anyone who saw the things they killed, they just don't want any witness.
I have an idea.
No.
No, this is a great idea. I can continue to concentrate on my spell. I can walk through the caravan, looking for any other traces of the dreaded gooberberry poison. Whoever has the rest of it would obviously be the culprit.
I think we can pretty much assume who's the culprit is. I mean, we've pieced together that everyone that's either not here or dead has seen those big chests like me.
Yeah, but so does that mean that you can detect poisons that are not affecting somebody? You can detect ones that haven't been used yet?
That is correct. As long as I maintain the spell, I can sense the presence and location of any poisonous creatures, or sources of disease within 30 feet of me. Also,
Yeah,
Lou,
cool.
you should get your back teeth pulled.
What?
I can sense disease. You should get your back teeth pulled.
That's horrible.
You're horrible. Shut up.
Yeah, go find it.
All right, so clutching at my staff, I'm just gonna kind of walk out of the wagon and start kind of wandering around, trying to be inconspicuous, but it's not really easy to walk around as I'm kind of like muttering the incantation to myself.
And then Asifa's going to go looking for Roland and or Crow and get them caught up.
Walking around the camp, you do not find any more of that poison.
Alright, so I'm gonna go back to the rest of the party. Well, I didn't find... incidentally, maybe not that... Is there any other poison or disease anywhere in the... I mean, you know, it might be.
A few questionable items by the guy that claims he's hauling perfumes and stuff like that. But, I mean, some of that stuff is kind of poisonous anyways, but still.
It smells good. Probably shouldn't ingest it, right? Alright, so I'm gonna go to the party and be like, I was unable to locate the source. I think it's because unless the berries have been have ripened and been turned into liquid form, they're not really poisonous. I'm sorry I failed you.
Or they just used it all or got rid of it because
this is also a
someone's
possibility.
Looking for it, covering their tracks. I mean, they're not exactly.
Oh, nope, that was.
Was there any connection between the people that died?
They all helped with the gems.
I did see
And
something of
all of
interest, though. It could potentially be a lead. The perfume vendor. As I walked near, it wasn't the dreaded Goober berry poison, but several of his containers did read as a toxic substance. I am of the opinion that he is a poison merchant, and that he poses as a perfume vendor, and we should go and interrogate him immediately. Maybe he sold the Goober berry poison.
He probably didn't. He's probably just chemicals used to make the perfume. I mean, you're not supposed to eat it. It just goes on you. It won't be harmful. It's probably just what he uses to make some of it.
Well, if you do not like my idea, maybe you can propose a better one?
We could not go harass someone who's possibly innocent, and we can go look into the cultists some more, because they're obviously the ones behind the killings.
In the meantime, it might be an idea for us to try and maybe forage a little bit for our own food. That way, we don't risk contaminated foods if somebody happens to come across any more.
What's up,
That's a good idea.
Oh shit! You gotta help me out here. Pass
So you're saying we should go
rerun.
look for berries in the forest and not eat the rations that we have.
Oh shit, man! Get the fuck out of here!
I mean, we have rations, sure, but what if
One of these
I
guys.
killed a rabbit and cooked it over a fire? I mean, if I'm there the whole time.
I'm gonna take the chance and just eat the food I already have.
Sure, like I said, we can eat the rations. That's fine. We've had them on us the whole time.
Guys, you can also eat the berries that I provided for you. They provide nutrition and sustenance for an entire day.
That is an excellent idea. Still, though, a little rabbit or venison never went amiss.
What?
Exactly, Crow. That's why I said maybe we should.
No, you cannot.
Cannot what?
I mean, surely you do not plan on taking the life of a woodland creature that is unnecessary. I can provide all of your needs without taking a life.
I mean, sure, I'm not going to starve eating your berries, but it hardly fills the belly.
So Rano's a vegan now? Okay.
Now that you guys have done investigating the body, we gonna get back to the caravan moving, or are you guys gonna keep discussing this?
I mean, we're not stopping the caravan from moving.
Well, I do want to check sort of any of the other places where people are missing. And I mean, it's just stuff. We've got people missing. We have people being poisoned and dying. We have things going missing.
Someone stole her sword.
I mean, it just seems odd. Yeah, there's just stuff is odd going on, and this just doesn't seem right. So I mean, does any as we're in and around the various wagons and stuff, looking at bodies or looking for signs of struggle, or what happened to the people who are missing, or does anything else seem out of place? And Osibus wants to start asking if anyone else has had things go missing, without being specific about what she's had go missing.
Oh my god.
Okay, let's take it a step at a time. The bodies that are missing, or the people that are missing, no signs of struggle, no even trace that they were there the night before. I mean, their bedroll that they would have put down, that's not even there. There is no sign of them whatsoever. It's like someone took a big eraser and completely erased them out of the picture. They are gone.
And no tracks heading out of the camp?
No tracks leading from the camp, nothing.
My compendium working?
Talking to other people about missing items. Basically, all the people give you the same response. Well, you just need to be more careful with your stuff and keep a closer eye on it. That kind of stuff happens in caravans. That's why you need to keep a closer eye on any possessions you don't want to end up missing. You going up to all the wagons and asking indiscreetly?
No, just more as part of the general unsettled things. Or what's the general mood around other people in the caravan?
A few are upset or scared about the missing people. A couple are a little upset about the dead bodies, but for them it's just life on the road. It's a normal caravan. People die, people go missing. Sometimes workers will just get up and leave in the middle of the night without a word.
I'm really kicking myself because I don't have speak with the dead prepped. I would have made this
Well, unless we leave them by the road, could you prep it for the next day?
It takes an hour, Oh, I see. Yes, let's keep one of the corpses. Let me just make sure. Because my compendium's down right now. I have to go off-site to try and look shit up. Actually, Roll20's having a lot of issues right now, too.
Alright, so let me get this straight. You guys are going to find a place to stash the corpse of the dead guy.
No, we're not. No, we're
Bring
not.
them with.
Mulligan. Yeah, Speak of the Dead is a 3rd level spell. I thought it was 2nd level. Never mind.
Alright, just making sure, because, I mean, keeping dead bodies around is like the road to the thick boys, and I would harass the party instantly for that.
Well, I could gentle repose it first so that it's not, like, decaying and, gross.
Oh, so we can have a fresh dead body instead of an old one.
Yeah. Tell everybody we fully intend to resurrect him and then just not do it.
But why that one and not the others? Can you do them all?
He was our friend. No, we can't do it all. Gentle repose is a single unit. Actually, I don't think we're going down a really weird road right now. But when I get 3rd level slots, I promise I will keep Speak with the Dead prepped. Then we can interrogate all the corpses.
Cut the guy's head off. Now take him to be tortured.
Oh, right. We kill them, and then we just constantly cast Speak with the Dead so that they can't leave, you know?
Just keep. That's horrible.
You're horrible.
You kill the guy, and then you don't even let him go rest peacefully because you keep screaming at him.
Yeah, it's like, this doesn't end with your death. It only gets harder after that.
And the first line of Speak with Dead is that you partially resurrect a body.
Ooh.
So you just keep
Get him.
bringing him back from the grave. Who are you? Who do you work for? Just
We're getting really off topic here.
I know. I'm so sorry.
What were we doing again? I think we're going on with the day.
Yeah, that's what I thought we were gonna do, is go on with the day, but then we took that dark detour.
I'm sorry.
Alright, you guys finish the day, and you guys come to a stop at another common stop area. A few other either wagons or smaller caravans have already stopped for the night. Basically, this night is uneventful. No more dead bodies in the morning. No more missing people. As you guys are prepping the next morning to head out, Crow, your boss, comes up to you and says that he has found a group that will work for the same price he's paying you. There is more of them, and by judging from their tails, they're more experienced, so he's letting you go.
Well, we had an agreement that you were going to pay me for the full trip. So if you want to let me go, you're going to pay me for the full trip. That was the agreement that we made.
The agreement was payment per 10 day, and you've only been working with me for 30 days, so you're getting paid for 30 days. That's it.
Well, you hired me to be your bodyguard for the full amount of time. So
And you're
I'm
paid.
gonna go ahead and try and persuade him.
He's hired a group.
I've been capable. I have not let him down even once. I've been absolutely attentive, and he has no reason to go against that, especially partway through.
Well, the reason he's doing it is because the people at the stop where you guys stopped, there's 5 of them. There's only one of you. They will work for the same price he was paying you, and based on their stories, they're more experienced. So he's, in his eyes, no matter how much persuading you try, he's getting a better deal by hiring this other group over keeping you. He's not saying you can't travel with the caravan, but he's not paying you to be his guard.
And who were these people? Because when we stopped, the only 5 people that were there, well, 4 people that were there, were dead.
I said you guys traveled through the remainder of the day. You came to another stop that had other caravans.
I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom.
I see.
Just-
Well, I'll just make sure that everybody knows that you're a dishonest person and not to be trusted. You go ahead and have a nice day, and I will make sure of that.
Well, you can still. Is he not supporting room and board anymore?
No, he's not paying me anything anymore.
He has paid you for the part of the trip that you were there. He has paid you for. For the remainder of the trip, he's taking this new group. There's more of them, and they work for the same price that he was paying you.
Do you not think it's a little odd that if they're that experienced that they would work for so little? Especially if there are 5 of them. If they were that experienced, they wouldn't even need your money. I would look a little more closely. I mean, you're supposed to be a shrewd businessman. I would look a little bit more closely at where they come from if they're willing to work for so little. A group of highly experienced adventurers, 5 of them willing to work for 10 gold per 10. Sorry, what was it? Yeah, 10 gold per 10 day.
Yes, that's what you're paying is at.
Rano's gonna run up and put a hand on his shoulder. Friend, don't beg. It's not a good look.
Oh, I'm not begging, but he hired me to protect him, and I should be protecting not just his person but his interest. Now, if he chooses to go ahead and, go away with obvious swindlers, I can't really say anything. All I can do is offer my advice, but I guess he's not as shrewd as I thought he was. I mean, would you sell more for the same amount? Like 5 times the amount of your wares for the same amount, just because somebody else said, just to get somebody else out?
None of your human bartering makes sense to me. But
Oh no,
he obviously won't be swayed.
Crow's turning back to the merchant as he says this. Would you sell 5 times your wares to a potential buyer for the same price as one part, just to be able to get the sale? If your wares are, of course, of the same quality that you purport.
I think you're looking at that backwards. I'm getting rid of 1 guard for this price, and I'm picking up 5 experienced guards that happen to be traveling in the same direction anyways for the same price.
So what's happening is that these people are telling you that they are worth more than me, and they're willing to give you 5 times as much for the same price. That does not sound like good business. That sounds like a con.
They happen to be,
like I said, it's your call. You want to get yourself conned and lose business and obviously prove yourself to be an untrustworthy and incapable merchant. That's entirely your choice. I'm simply offering my advice as somebody who was, hired to protect you and your interests. If you want to go ahead and be foolish about it, that's your choice. And when they rob you blind, don't ask me for help.
I'm gonna grab him and start trying to pull him out. It is okay, friend.
Yeah, Crow's gonna turn and walk away at this point.
It is okay. You can sleep in me and Lou's wagon, right?
Oh, I'm more capable of finding my own shelter if I need to. It's not a problem.
I'm gonna pat him again. Sure.
As I said,
Sure
he hired me to do a job. Seemed a little foolish of him to expose himself like that, I guess.
Humans don't operate based on what is making most sense. They operate based on what keeps the most gold in their pocket. And then he looks at you. Oh, I'm sorry. Forgot you were also human.
Crow just offers a big smile and laughs.
So, Crow, where are you gonna stay for now? I mean, I don't know if any of the other ones will be hiring.
Well, hang on, wait, it's 30 days.
Is Ghostess or?
In regards to the questions in the chat, 4 of you got the same rate. 2 of you got a lower rate.
Who got the low rate?
Me and Roland.
I know. He just got fired, man. It was a little
That
too
was the
close
day
to...
you guys all seemed to roll extremely high for some reason.
It is because I am so charismatic.
No,
People swoon at the sight of me. My malformed, yucky eye.
Alright, you guys continue traveling throughout the day. Around noon or so, you guys can see a few eagles flying overhead. Everybody that can see the eagles needs to roll a nature check.
Let me look at it with my good eye. Oh yeah, there they are. Right there.
Oh my gosh. Why does Rano have a 0 in nature?
I do. Medicine and insight and athletics. Survival. If I had one more, nature.
Alright.
So I'm looking at it with my good eye. What's up there?
With your one good eye, with both of Roland's good eyes, and with Ossiflot, you all noticed that they are Perytons.
Okay, and what does that signify?
I know what Perytons are. Can I roll to see if I know what Perytons are?
What?
That doesn't look like a normal eagle or falcon or whatever we thought it was.
I mean, I guess if anybody rolled high enough to know that it's a Peryton, you would know what a Peryton is, right?
Oh, cool. Yes, Peryton. They're winged beasts the size of horses, and they like to dine on humanoid flesh.
Hey guys, look. Hawk.
What?
That's what the bird is. It's a funny looking hawk.
All right. Well, with Rono's explanation, Crow just readies his bow.
I mean, how far away are the birds? Like, I mean,
Far enough away that you think it's an eagle.
Hi. Oh, Isifa and Crow. Get inside the wagons.
Well, we're going to be moving to combat, but I can't find the commoner token.
It is in Creatures and Monsters. So as I shout for them to get in the wagon, I know these things. They eat flesh, but their favorite delicacy is human hearts. Please, friends, hide.
Aspect gets under her wagon.
Ronald, dangerous as they are, do you not think we could handle them if we all work together? Do you have so little confidence in us?
Actually, the way it's going to play out, I need to move you guys to the proper battle map.
Yeah.
And I will need initiatives.
Once we get on the right battle map, don't do it yet.
Yay, we have wagons!
So, and then,
Crow's bunking his face.
man, my initiatives have been high tonight. Still shouting back at the rest of you. Have any of you ever seen an eagle eat its prey?
I assume it's not very.
Yes, what they do is they grab the young, they carry them high into the air, and they drop them to their doom, and then they pick the meat from the bones. This is what they will do to us!
It's Alex all over again.
Alright, everyone that recognized them as Perytons, you are not surprised first round. Everyone that did not, everyone that still thinks they're eagles is surprised first round.
So, with Ronald having told us that they're Perytons and they're dangerous, and with Crow having
Yes,
said that
I
he chose
was
his bow,
trying to switch you guys over to the map, but I was having an issue because I wasn't expecting two different encounters to overlap each other at once.
Okay.
Maybe you're even more surprised because you're so terrified of my description of Perytons. You're just like, oh no!
Which icon is the flight icon?
The fluffy wing. How high are they?
60.
So,
roll it. You are first to act.
Are we gonna goofy math it that they are 60 feet straight line, like up in the air, or is it 60 feet this way and then 60 feet up? No, it's goofy math. 60 feet away. Got it.
They're basically straight overhead. You look up, you can see them.
Oh no.
And Roland, you are first.
Alright, Roland's gonna be yelling at towards the driver for his wagon and
yes,
as make as loud as possible as many people can hear to drive faster because we've got huge beasts trying to attack us. And then he's going to use Eldritch Blast on the closest one.
Damn, it wasn't Entangle. What's the other one? Snare. Snare? Snaring vines? What's the one where the vines go up and they grab them out the air and pull them down?
And that hit.
That's it.
Alright, Crow surprised. The 5 new guards are basically hunkering down with the wagon. And you can see them slowly pulling swords out and getting ready for a combat. Ossified, is your turn.
Well, swords are kind of stupid when you're fighting against these, but okay, so she's going to stick her head out from under the wagon, shoot with her crossbow, and then duck back under the wagon.
Nice. Earthbind. Yep.
Ronald?
We're going to Frostbite. on the one on the bottom. They make the save? There it is.
No, he did not.
So he takes 6 and has disadvantage on their first attack. It's essentially Druid Vicious Mockery.
Only better.
Finron?
Okay, Finron
I hear the cat on the
is
table.
going to strum his guitar and let out a howling shriek and cast the following.
Alright. So what's going on?
Well, he made the con save. I was looking to see if it's half damage
Just
or no
sitting here in
damage on
silence.
save. Normally it says right on there. Like on
Shatter is
yours, it'll
half
say no
damage.
damage.
Not my real dad? You're not my real dad. Stupid cat.
And that's it.
Why got you in there twice?
I don't know.
I mean, yeah,
It's boogered up again. He's in there twice, and Crow isn't in there. But I don't know.
I see Crow in there right after Roll and before the people that replaced him.
Let's go. Like, it's broken. We know it's
Alright,
broken.
they're
It's been
60
broken all
feet
night.
straight up. This one sees 2 targets on one wagon, and this one here, I know it looks like he's flying farther, but he's going to go after the 5, and he's going to dive attack.
I don't have any reaction spells I could use.
Instantly killing one of the commoners. And you see him ripping the heart out of one of the guards that replaced Crow and flying up.
So much for their vaunted prowess.
And then the other one is going to do the same attack at Lou. Lou, 24 hits.
What's...
My mic's still on, yes?
Yes.
Well, you said 20. You said 24 is a hit, but then there's nothing else.
Okay, well, he gets the 7 piercing, plus the dive attack does an additional 2d8 damage if it hits with a melee after flying at least 30 feet. So he takes another 5 on top of that. And Lou, it would be your turn. They're no longer at 60 feet either.
They're
Right on top of you. That one is right on top of you.
Would it be in melee range or no? Because there's a space there.
Yes, it would be within melee range. It just dived down and hit you with a melee attack.
Okay then. I'm going to cast Scorching all three on the Ooh.
And with that third one, that
Disadvantage,
Peryton dies.
but it's a melee range.
Scorching Eye. That can be hit melee range, can't it?
It's a ranged
It's a
attack.
range
range.
attack.
Dang it!
Yeah, all of those would have disadvantage.
Okay, then.
Alright, roll it 3 more times then. Yeah, they
So
still
hit.
hit. It's still dead.
And I'll gain my temp HP.
Rolling?
Alright, Roland's actually going to point at the one remaining and is going to cast Mind Spike. And that's it.
Doesn't Mind Spike have a secondary effect? It's like 19 psychic, and then they can't take reactions.
I think it's like I know where it's at. Like, as long as it's on the same plane, I can find where it's at, and it's not hidden from me if it's invisible.
Okay.
Crow, you can see the last Peryton is attacking your former employer's wagon.
Okay, Crow's going to stand up and he's going to ready a short bow. Obviously, it's going to be within melee range of those guys. So I would get sneak attack, right?
That's correct. Take the shot.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and use one of my
Oh, you
+2
get sneak
arrows.
attack.
And that hits.
Okay. And then Crow's just going to laugh. That'll end his turn.
And it is now their turn. You can see by the look on their face that they are terrified. They swing wildly. As their swords hit stuff, it doesn't even have to be the bird. Their swords break as if they were a cheap wooden child's toy. Or a play prop, if you would. And they do no damage to the bird. Asifa, it is your turn.
Okay, poking up from under, firing the crossbow, and getting back under. And missed.
That shot misses. Ronald,
I can't reach it. So can I don't have to stay on my wagon, right? Can I move backward?
you can move. You don't have to stay on the wagon that you were riding.
So are the wagons in moving right now, or are they stopped as we handle these?
They pretty much stopped once the attack started. Once some of the drivers realized what it was, they stopped immediately to take cover.
All right, so hopping down from my wagon, moving forward, going to hold out my hand, and I'm going to throw another. No, I tried ice. Let's do fire. Poof.
And that hits.
And then from where I'm standing, I'll healing word on Lou.
And Lou heal for 10.
I'm done.
Finron.
I come out. Finron comes out here, and he strums his guitar again, unleashing a wild mess of distortion and feedback, casting the following.
Can you place that on the map, please?
It emanates from him. So it would be 15 feet forward, and then so it's 3 squares, 15 feet forward. Those areas I highlighted.
I know, I'm just seeing whether it would hit the 2 at the wagon or not.
No. No, it's here. It comes out directly from you.
And you have to be facing like one of the middle squares of it.
Yep. Yeah, so it still hits only the Peryton, so that's... I did it bad!
That's quite alright. I remember what his hit points were at. As that thunder wave hits him, a large puff of feathers go flying everywhere as that last Peryton dies, thus ending combat.
Aspect climbs out and goes to check on the guards of they got attacked right in front of her.
I seen their weapons like crumble, right? That they were phonies.
Yes, you did.
I am going to cast another spell, and I'm gonna cause vines to grow up from around the wagon and entangle all of the con men.
So I get caught in it too.
You're not down there.
She did call she was moving there, but she hadn't moved her token yet, so she is not.
Obviously, I would position it with pinpoint accuracy so that she doesn't get grabbed. Unless you want.
Oh, I don't care if I get grabbed.
And then, so I've got like my hands out, right? And I'm concentrating as the vines come up and wrap around all of the phonies, and I'm gonna shout, "Crow! I think you want to see this."
Crow will hop down and walk over.
I'll follow Crow, because I'm kind of
Are you shitting me
interested.
right now?
Three of them made their pass, and yeah, wow. What's the your save DC?
Not 17.
Okay, then yes, 3 of them, the 3 in front managed to make their saves. The one in the back did not.
Alright, well, so anyway, it's difficult terrain if they try to run. I'm gonna point to like their broken and splintered weapons. Look! It's as you called it. They are phonies and conmen.
So they are. Well, that's too bad.
No, we aren't phonies or conmen. We're just a troop of actors. We're just trying to get to the next town. I mean, the caravan wasn't supposed to be attacked.
Crow just laughs.
We're traveling through dangerous terrain filled with wild creatures and possibly bandits. Getting attacked is almost an eventuality in such caravans.
Ronald's gonna move
That's
forward.
why they hire guards.
And to accentuate Isafa's point, Ronald's gonna move forward and pick up their dead friend. And kind of shaking it, wildly towards them, spraying gore everywhere. And look at this! Your friend is dead because you thought that you could be so foolish.
Well, we know it was a long shot, but we were like just praying that we could just get to like the next town. I mean, the caravan wasn't supposed to be attacked. And one this big shouldn't have been attacked. We should have, like, be almost to the next town.
Why wouldn't you have just traveled with the caravan? Why did you have to try and replace a guard? It doesn't make any sense. You could have just walked alongside.
Probably wanted to get paid.
Of course, the human wants
Did
the
you
more
see our
coin.
props? Did you see the props we have? They shattered instantly. We need new stuff. I mean, how can we be professional actors with substandard equipment like this? We needed to buy new stuff, and the easiest way to do that was just to get hired on as a guard. Nothing happens. We get paid. We buy new stuff.
Well, it sounds like this is going to be a bit of a learning experience.
Yeah, and a costly one for that particular
Yeah,
merchant.
because not only do you have to buy like new weapons for yourself, but like you're going to have to pay for the burial of your friend.
No,
I'm,
that
Yeah,
I'm
but this-
assuming,
he was a
I'm
really
assuming-
bad actor anyways. We don't care about him. Just throw him in the ditch and it'll be fine.
Oh.
you do it. He's not my friend. And besides, and not only that, I'm pretty sure that the man who employed you will probably want a refund on his money.
I don't know. I think he gets what he pays for.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But you know, what he chooses to do or not do with his money is entirely his choice.
Rano, your attack at the actor missed.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. So Rano swings, and they kind of duck under it as he growls. How dare you be so callous about the loss of a life? This was your comrade, was it? Shaking it with my other hand. How about I end your life?
But he would have treated any of our deaths the same way. Actually, these two here, and one of them's pointing at two of the others, was recently hired to replace two others that just died because they got sick.
I would like to try and I'm just gonna drop the mace and I'm gonna grab him and just punch him.
Oh, don't bother with them, Rano. They're not worth it. Let's just leave these freeloaders
Shit, man,
behind
what
and
is it?
continue on our way.
So Crow just kind of comes over and he's laughing really loudly, like, so the failing group of actors seek to con a merchant. Foolish and greedy though he is, he takes them on and replaces the hero of the story, to be his god, to be his servant, and they are found out, only to then turn on each other. Such a drama. Would make for an excellent play. Well, maybe
No,
you will
we don't
if you all
do
survive.
dramas. We do mostly romantic comedies. Bear in mind, he didn't hear anything else you just said. All he heard is the word drama.
Well, it seems like what's happening here is a little bit more of a tragedy. But hey, that's not your problem. I dabble in a little bit of comedy myself, and I'm much better at it than any of you. And he just kind of backflips away. He kind of waves and then just kind of backflips his way back up to the caravan and just hops up back next to where Lou was sitting.
You're gonna blow your cover.
Talk about blowing cover. I don't even want to talk about it.
No, but Rana has a point.
I'm gonna point at Lou.
He looks a bit sheepish when you say that.
I'm gonna point at Lou, and you're red.
Not anymore. So you're bright and pink. Purple.
After a few minutes of you guys discussing this, Crow, you feel a tug at your leg of someone standing next to the wagon.
Mm-hmm.
It is the guy that hired you and fired you.
Sure. If it isn't the shrewd businessman. And what do you want? He starts with this whole kind of this elaborate theatrical tone, and then realizes when he kind of glances at Rono and yeah, but what do you want?
I am so sorry that I hired that group of actors to take your place. That was like a huge mistake on my part. I would be really appreciative if you would come back and work for me for the remainder of the trip, and you will be paid for the remainder of this trip.
Well, see, here's the thing. I honored my part in the agreement, and you didn't. And I also intend to honor the part where I said that if the worst comes to happen and you need me again, not to bother come calling. And so, I'm gonna go ahead and honor that because I'm a very honest person. So you're gonna have to just stick it out with them and deal with it when you hope you make it safely to the next place. If you do, then maybe you'll learn something. If you don't, well,
There will be no making it with them. I straight up fired them and kicked them out. I told them they're on their own. I realized I made a huge mistake by firing you and hiring them instead. Please.
As I said, I am no longer interested in working for you. I'll make my own way and travel with the caravan.
Hey, I can increase your pay.
No, absolutely not. I'm not by any means a greedy person. You could offer me 10 times the amount and I would still say no. Because principles are everything. And that's another thing that you need to learn. A person should honor their agreements and deal with the consequences should they break them.
To the point of where I fired you, I had honored the agreement. And you were paid up until I made the mistake of firing you. You got paid for everything up to that point.
Well, you are absolutely correct. However, the agreement was for the full trip. You did not honor the agreement. You broke it partway through and compensated me for the work that I'd already done. That's not the same thing. As I said, I'm not interested in working for you anymore.
Yes.
But good luck.
I'll walk up behind. My friend is not like the rest of you. He is not motivated by coin, right?
Indeed not. I mean, coin's nice and all, but it's not the reason that I do the things that I do.
Yes, guard your own wagon.
Here, let me help you out. And Crow will hand him a dagger. At least you'll have something useful. Better than the swords that those actors had.
Please, I'm begging you.
Just don't beg.
It's not a good look, right? And I elbow him in the ribs.
It's not necessary. Yeah, Crow will turn and just kind of give a bit of a wry smile to Rono. But no, don't beg. You're not going to change my mind. It's as simple as that. Perhaps some other travelers that are working with the caravan might be willing to help, but as far as your and my arrangements is concerned, you're on your own. Heck, the only reason that I attacked the Peryton that was attacking your caravan was because once it had finished slaughtering all of those actors, it probably would have come for me and some of my friends here, so...
please, sir, just there has to be something I can do that gets you. I mean, I am completely sorry. It was a huge mistake on my part.
Crow will think about it for a moment, and he'll say, "I'll tell you what. I do have a slight proposition for you. If you can find out, you have several people in your employ. If you can find out where a particular sword that belonged to a friend of mine recently went missing, if you can find out where it is, then I will work for you for the rest of the trip, free of charge. But until you give me information as to where that sword is, you are entirely on your own. So perhaps work quickly."
I will see what I can do. And he goes back. You can tell that he is completely, basically crushed and devastated that he couldn't talk you into coming back to work for him.
Sure. Crow is not particularly bothered either way, but he figures that if he can help one of his companions out, then it's worthwhile working for this guy again, even free of charge.
Thank you, Crow.
Of course, you're a valued member of our little troop, and it wouldn't do to have your things stolen. For now, though, who's up for some roast Peryton? And he goes and starts gathering up one of the bodies.
Is it any good?
I don't think
I can help pluck feathers.
Just when you start to gain my respect, human, you go and begin the consumption of meat.
Now, the creature was already dead. I didn't kill it to replace sustenance that was already given. It was already dead. Now, wouldn't it be more of a shame to just let it go to waste?
He turns around and kind of sits with his back towards the party.
You got him there.
Crow will turn to the rest of the party with the biggest grin on his face. And yeah, he'll start going at this Peryton, just trying to, make it smaller, a bit more portable, so cut its wings off, things like that, and then begin plucking it. And then when we camp for the night, Crow's gonna try and roast it for everybody.
All right.
We have two of them.
No, actually, the one got blown up.
I already
right.
the one. I mean, this is basically.
Yeah, it'll have some crispy spots.
Well, you guys can let me know next week what it tastes like. This is a good spot to call it for the night. I'm betting it tastes like chicken.
It may well.
But you guys camp down for the night, and
Chicken
next time we see where we left off.
And that's it. Thank you, everybody, for sticking with us even through all of the troubleshooting bullshit. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed yourselves, make sure you hit that follow button. If you haven't already, make sure you join us in the Discord and check out the schedule so you can see all the different days that we play. And I will see you guys hopefully in the morning at noon for the Ghosts of Saltmarsh. Should be a good time. See you, everyone.